Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anthony Schollers. I'm the owner and operator of Schollers Guardian Care, in-home care service here in the state of California. Today I'm going to speak to you about a 5-part system. Maybe you can call it a 6-part system. Biggest problem we run into in the in-home care industry is how to get going, how to set up some type of system, and how to not pay a lot of money for it. What I was able to find online for free are templates that will allow you to set up a system. My first template here, or my first stack, is email notification. This is the first step in your system or creating a in-home care system. And the reason is, you've already gone on Indeed or some of the job recruiting websites. You've already posted your job. You've had potential employees respond. What is the next step? The next step is you're going to have to respond to these employees. But how do you respond? How do you let them know? How do you look professional? Well, folks, I'm going to show you the website that you're going to go to, and you're going to obtain a lot of these template letters for free. You will then be able to create the letter in the format that you need, or incorporate your business name, the words that you want it to say. But most of the templates are already set for you. Once you put in your information in the template, you then can just send it off to the potential employee. You'll look so professional, I tell you. Let me go ahead and show you the first step of this 5 or 6-part system that I have created that you will be able to create for yourself, and you will be able to do it for free. Okay, folks, this is the website where I found a lot of these free templates. And it says, recruiting email templates that win candidates. Very important, folks. This is very important. A lot of the resources here are free. And if you decide to go ahead and pay for the services, you probably will not have to really type in much of the information. They'll probably have it already for you. So it is really a nice website. Let's see. And I'm sorry I'm doing it this way, folks, because I'm using a Sony cam, so it doesn't allow me to really integrate with Windows or whatever. So this here is resourcesworkable.com. Resources.workable.com. And you would be able to go to this website and get a lot of these free templates. And let me show you what I mean. Let's say, okay, we're recruiting a candidate. So we've already gone to Indeed, and on Indeed, we're already selected the candidate. We'd like to email this candidate. Well, here we go. We can come here and it says recruiter introduction to candidates email. And over here, folks, right here, I guess it's kind of crazy where I have this download. And if you click here, you can actually download this template, and let's open it. Okay, introduction, and here, recruiter introduction to candidate email template. Okay, you can delete a lot of that at the top. Subject line you're going to delete, and here you can just put in, delete subject line, put in your company name. Schollers Guardian Care is looking for a blah blah, interested in joining our team. So this is a nice website to go to so you can set up your system. And what I mean is, my emails, and I have my letters here, what I downloaded was resume, qualified candidates. you will receive an email from one of our recruiters to schedule a Zoom interview. In any case, we'll keep you posted on the status of your resume. Okay, from right there, folks, you look professional. Hot dang. Now, let's find another template that I also used. Okay, that's my recruiter introduction template. Okay, interview availability email template. So you can use this template here to say, hey, I'd like to set up an appointment and meet you. And you're saying, Anthony, where is all of this information? Again, if you go back to this website, and if we scroll down, see if we scroll down, and folks, I know this is kind of awkward, it's kind of it's not as good, but at least I can kind of just give you an idea, and then from there you can get going. So we have our keeping candidates warm email. We can recruit bilingual candidates email. New job opportunities to past candidates. These can be candidates that you denied, but now you can say, hey, we'd like to reconsider you. And if you can go further down. We have the referral template. So let's say you say, hey, some of my employees, if you refer a friend, and remember, these templates are in letter form, but you can send them out in your emails. And that's what's so nice. Okay, job interview template. Interview reminder email. Email to request intake meeting. Interview for a no-show. Let's say if the person didn't show, you can send this to them to say, hey, you didn't show, why don't we reschedule? Interview cancellation email from the employer. Maybe you need to cancel yourself. So you can send them this letter. Reschedule interview with candidate email. Second interview confirmation email. Hiring update email. And also, you just don't have to use Zoom. We have phone interview confirmation, phone interview invitation email. Now you understand scheduling an interview email, video interview invitation email, interview availability email, interview confirmation email. What I'm showing you here is, folks, you don't have to spend any money because all you have to do is click on the listing. They're going to allow you to download the template for free. But also, if you pay for this services, a lot of these letters will already be written out and you'll just need to put your business name in there. So you would just click there, download, and then you would just bring it up. And looking at this template, you can just come here and subject. You'll take out subject line, invitation to interview. You'll put the company's name, interview with this person for home health aid, the position. Very easy, folks. So what you're able to do here is you're able to create your own system. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know that was a little crazy, but at least you have a good idea how you're going to save money and how you're going to create a system to where you look professional. We do not want to give the appearance that we don't know what we're doing or that we're amateurs at doing this. So to look professional, my first stack, email notifications. Notifying the individual, I've received your resume. Notifying the individual, we've selected you and we'd like to set up an interview. Notifying the individual about scheduling, also giving them a result after the interview. So this is my first stack. So this would be my system number one. Employee comes in, I've already received their resume, I know how to contact them, and I know how to look professional. My second stack is going to be, I've already established my interview. What questions am I going to ask? How do I know how to properly ask these questions and how not to get sued? I'm in the state of California. You run your mouth the wrong way and you will be in a suit. Remember, you gotta bake me a cake. Oh man, we had a falling out at the gym about that. All right, folks. The second stack, my third stack. So I have email notifications. I have your resume. This is what we're going to do. This is our interview. Questions, Anthony. Where do you get these questions? Get them off of YouTube. Type in YouTube 10 questions to ask during an interview and listen to some of these guys, and then you can go ahead and select 10 questions that you would like to ask. Also, I have a fact sheet from the state of California, and on this fact sheet is going to say what you can do and what you cannot do. It has bathing, exercising, making telephone calls. Really? You can do that with your cell phone now. But dressing, positioning, transferring, it says what you can do. Down at the bottom, these will be several questions I'm going to ask you because I know you cannot do this. Tube feeding and care, intravenous insertion, blood pressure, bed sore treatment. These are questions that you can ask someone to see if they're going to break the law or not. Because if they break the law, you're now paying fines, baby. And believe me, we don't have that kind of money to burn. If I did, I'd be burning rubber up and down the street. Okay, so I've got my email notifications. I've got my 10 questions to ask. Where do I get my email notifications? From the website I showed you. My next step, where do I get my 10 questions to ask during the interview? Off of YouTube. Type in 10 questions to ask during an interview. They'll bring it up. Okay, my next step is new hire checklist first day of work. Where am I going to get this from, Anthony? From the same website I just showed you. You're going to get, look what they're going to give me. New hire checklist before the first day of work. And I can just go down this checklist. Prepare an employment contract, receive, signed. This contract is usually written as detailed job offer that includes job information, work schedule, compensation, employee responsibilities. I'm looking like a genius here. I went to college and I didn't graduate, but now you'd never know. New employee welcome package. And it lists things that you're going to cover with the employee as if you had your own HR department. Next list, new employee orientation program checklist. I haven't known anything about that, but I do now. Okay, company policy checklist. New hire training checklist. It's all free, folks. Why are you paying for this? Now you've created your system. Remote employee onboarding checklist. And this is if you have employees who work remotely, which some of us may have, because I'm here in the Central Valley. I can have someone in another city work for me, but I never meet this person, but they're receiving everything online. So this is how it's going today. So what do we have here? We have system number 1, email notification. System number 2, questions to ask. System number 3, new hire checklist first day of work. Okay, let's keep going, folks. We're in number 4. Number 4 is new hires. Again, where do I get this information from? From the website I already showed you, folks. New hire paperwork checklist, which is going to include tax withholding. It's going to include the INS forms. It's going to include state, federal withholdings, and also if you have independent contractors. All off of the same website, folks. And as you new hire paperwork checklist, as you go down the template, you will see where it's highlighted, W4 form. Click on that and download that form and print it out. So this way you already have this in your package. Okay, folks, we're looking good here. We're on system number 4, huh? So what do we have? Email notification. Let me let you know what's going on. After we schedule the job, 10 questions to ask. Where'd I get this? YouTube. Next thing, my new hire checklist. Before the first day this employee steps into my facility, on property, I already know what to ask and what to cover. Then, when the employee shows up on the first day, I've got everything. Hey, you need to fill out this form, you need to do your income tax, you have to do your INS, employee verification to work in the United States. I've got it made. I'm looking professional here, folks. Don't stop this party. Let's keep it going. Okay, this is my reschedule, interview, cancellation, interview folder, which really can be incorporated with your email notification, but I sort of just created this as a separate folder. So this would be down the line, hey, we've got to cancel, hey, we have to reschedule. This is my folder here. Okay, let's keep going, folks. This is another folder I created, and this one is going to have something such as phone interview confirmation, scheduling a phone interview. So this is a little different than my video interviews, but again, this is another file. It's free. You can download it for free. Why? Okay, having a little power outage on the camera, but I'm backing up and we're going again. We're flowing. Okay, we left off with phone interviews. My last folder here, and this is a template, not hiring, rejected candidate, a reconsider letter. It's always good, I guess, to, if we interview someone, it's good to give them an idea of what's going on. I don't necessarily need to send out my rejection letter because I can always send out a letter that says, hey, we're not selecting you at this time, but we still would like to consider you at a further date or a later date. What I've presented here, folks, and I know it's a little crazy and it's a little all over the place, but what I showed you here, or what I'm showing you here, is you can set up some type of system. You can look professional and you don't have to pay a lot of money for it. So I have my email notifications. I have received your resume. We'd like to set up an interview with you. If you cancel or no show, I have letters for that. So I always give the appearance of being professional and never as if, you know, I'm lacking skills. New hire candidate checklist, folks. You're going to need this. Questions to ask an employee during hiring, during the interview. Questions that you're going to ask, and remember, not get sued. You have to be careful. You're in the state of California. There's questions I cannot ask. I cannot ask your age. I cannot ask what, we don't talk about sexuality. You know, I don't even think I can ask you if you like to watch football. You folks say, what? Yes, California folks, you know what I mean? You've got to be very careful. New hires, rescheduling my interviews, phone interviews, and if, hey, I decided not to hire you, we're rejecting this candidate, or we'd like to reschedule a meeting, I've got them here. Folks, it's more or less, I would say, 6-part system, but you can cut it down to about 5 parts. This is free information, is knowledge I'd like you to have. And in the in-home care industry, if we can help one another out, that's wonderful. There's plenty of work, folks. We're not selling hamburgers. There's more of the baby boomers than there are us to take care of them. For every one person that needs 24-hour care, they're going to take 3 people. So if you were to take 30 million Americans who need 24-hour care, it's going to take 90 million Americans to take care of 30 million people. So as you can see, there's plenty of work here. We don't have to fight amongst each other, and we can help each other. This is Anthony Scholars for Scholars Guardian Care. Thank God we all have a guardian angel. We have Scholars Guardian Care. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. Leave your comments there in the video or YouTube. If you're not able to connect to this website, just contact me and I'll send you the information. It's free. The templates are free, and then from the templates you'll just add the information you want. Let's look professional out there, folks, and be safe. It's Anthony Scholars. Bye-bye.